Hey, what's going on, guys? Jay Will here again, getting ready to give you guys a Marvel Legends review on the Marvel Legends 3-pack of Venom, Riot, and Agony. I went ahead and picked these guys up back during the summertime, I believe, when they went on sale on Amazon. So I feel like it's a pretty good score. I think I got it for like maybe 55 bucks or so, I think. Yeah, so not a bad deal on my part. Definitely glad to have this set up here. So as usual, we're going to go ahead and get into the box a little bit, and then we're going to do some comparisons and get into the figures. So, let's take a quick look at the box. Lovely packaging here. Nice box art. Excuse me. Got a little bit of artwork here. The three of them guys going to combat or battle, I guess. Got Venom, Agony, and Riot, respectively. Got a little read up there. Gonna try to get you guys a little close up. There you go. If you want to read these, go ahead and pause them now at any time. Yeah, overall nice packaging. Like how it's nice and neatly packed. Put that to the side. And let's bring these guys off the stand here. Yeah, get a feel for them. Now, I gotta say, when I was unpacking these guys, I was getting like a bunch of jump scares. Like I was getting like scared repeatedly because when I took Riot out of the body bags, as they call them nowadays, in these new packaging, Riot's back was separated, and I didn't realize that it came like that, and so I was kind of like freaking out a little bit whenever I pulled him out of the package and his back was missing. I was like, oh crap, did Amazon send me a package or a figure that's missing his entire back? Oops, he fell over. And it was too late to return it, to send it back, whatever, because I bought it in the summertime. It's like now January 2nd, so I wasn't going to be getting my money back for that. So, pretty nice sizing on these guys. Very appreciative. The design, the sculpts on these guys are pretty cool. Pretty cool, especially like the veinage, the vascularity in Riot there. How they got his chest like completely covered in veins. If I wasn't tripping or anything, I would say this guy definitely is juicing, probably a little bit more than the Hulk. So, gonna get into a few comparisons here real quick. Kind of like a group shot. I went ahead, as I showed you guys for an unboxing video, I went ahead and picked up a second Riot just loose, kind of build up my symbiote army. So I do have the Venom and Null 2-packs, so I'm going to bring those guys out and review as well. So yeah, I kind of want to build up my symbiote shelf as they sit around the King in Black. Yeah, so bringing in a few older figures here for the symbiote family. The older Venom figure there. The Marvel Legends movie Venom right there on the side. Then I have to grab and pull in my Marvel Select Venom. Still a pretty beefy guy as far as like size goes. So yeah, those guys look pretty good together. Oh, I got a couple more here. Bring in Anti-Venom. I forgot this guy's name. I'll probably have to look at the box. I don't know every symbiote, guys. I'm sorry. I don't know everyone. Yeah. Nice little group shot there. Get into a little bit more direct comparisons here in a second. Nice little upgrades we have here from as far as the older Venom and the newer one. Definitely the newer one is a lot more detailed, I feel like, as far as like forearms there with the veins around the forearms, kind of. Shoulders definitely more reminiscent of a Toy Biz style days back in the day when you had the that Fearsome Foes pack with the older Venom with the bowed out shoulders there. Very nice. I like they kind of brought that style back a little bit. And of course he kind of towers over the older Venom. So definitely more imposing for your Spider-Man figures. Bring these guys, a few of these guys out of the shot there. Kind of like playing chess a little bit, just moving your figures around. Knight takes rook. And so as far as like jump scares right out of the box, I was definitely very scared with this Agony figure, because even now her neck joint is still very tight. So that was kind of making me nervous. I was definitely trying to move her head around, and saw like a lot of stress marks starting to pop up on her neck joint right there. So I tried to, like, lube her neck up a little bit to try to get a little bit more movement in there. Still haven't quite achieved it, so I'm probably going to maybe skip around a little bit as far as her head for the articulation goes. Just because I'm scared I don't want to break her neck off or break her head off. It's too late to send her back, as far as I know, anyway. So yeah, not a bad set here. Definitely going to have these two big blue guys in the back. It's kind of like the muscle for Noel on my shelf. His centuries, I guess. And let's go ahead and get into a few of the accessories they come with. As you can kind of see on the loose Riot figure I have right here, he already comes with this blade deal thing that he kind of had in the movie when they had the big scene where he was like, transformed and revealed himself and started taking out the workers in the office area. So now I have two of these guys. I can put two on one in case I want to do that. Agony comes with an alternate set of hands, fist hands, closed hands, in case she wants to swing on somebody. Venom comes with an alternate set of fist hands as well, and an alternate fully masked up head with a very long tongue, like on par with the Select, I believe. Kind of feel like the Marvel Legends tongue is a little bit longer than the Select's, but yeah. You have that. Of course, you have the head he comes in the box with. Kind of like the transformation head / the Venom is taking over head. So nice. So yeah, just in case you guys want to see Spider-Man with him, I do have my Amazing Spider-Man 2 Spidey right here. I do have other Spider-Man figures, guys. I do have an entire Spider-Verse shelf set up. I just don't really feel like taking it apart and reaching the way in the back and pulling my other Spider-Man figures out, so I kind of just use Andrew Garfield Spider-Man as the standard as far as comparisons go. But he does look pretty good with them. Take you back out. And now we can go ahead and get into the brass taxes and see what these figures can do. So we're going to start out with, let's go with Agony. Get her out the way because I'm scared of her. So, Agony, as far as head movement, I'm not going to move her head around a whole lot for this video because I don't want to break her neck off. She can look down that far, a little bit further, because her neck kind of has like this slide, that joint kind of right there, kind of slides around a little bit. It can look up a little bit, but it's hindered by her hair back here. It's kind of a hard plastic mold. Lean side to side, and I would assume that her head can turn all the way around 360, but I'm not going to do that in the video because I don't want to break her head off. And yeah, that's the head. Shoulders move up pretty far for a female figure, so appreciate that. Double jointed elbows, so arm folds all the way so she can scratch the back of her neck. That is a new one for me. I haven't seen that on a female figure before because all the older female figures that we have usually just have the one joint. So that's pretty interesting. I like that. She has a waist. Oops, don't want to break her head. Has a waist swivel. Can go back about that far, so not a whole lot. Crunch forward that much, so not a whole lot of movement right there. Of course, you can swivel it around. Hips kick out that far, kick forward that far, a little bit further if you want to use the wide joint kind of deal she has set up right there. Double joint knees that fold all the way, so yeah, she can do that. She can pretty much touch her calf to her back of her thigh. Also, move back up to the arm. She does have the spinny move for hands and up and down movement as well. And she also has the ankle pivot and up and down movement. So toes move down very far for her. Yeah, so she does get a good range of movement for a female figure. So I feel like Marvel is definitely coming back up. Also the thigh cut as well. So I definitely feel like Hasbro is coming up as far as female molds, figures. So I'm very appreciative of that. So not bad on her. Really like that. Let's get to the big guy. I really like these big hefty molds. I really like that whole big guy setup. I'm gonna have to break the joints a little bit around here. But yeah, head moves up that far. You guys can see it. So he gets a good view of the sky. It moves down that far so he can touch his chin to his chest, which is always good. Like him be able to look down. Shoulders move out that far. Nice, so pretty much parallel. The bicep cut. Single jointed elbow that goes to parallel as well. As wrist swivel with up and down movement. Kind of hindered a little bit on this figure. It goes up pretty far. Not bad. And then he has an ab crunch that goes down that far. So that's pretty impressive for a bigger guy. So he can do like almost a full sit up. It comes back that far, so not a whole lot far back. There you go. That's scary. Has a waist cut as well. I think get some good spin moves in there. Legs kick out that far. Upper thigh cut. Oops. They kick out that far to the front. Not very far back at all. Double jointed knees that can go all the way back and touch his calves to his back of his thighs, so not bad. I appreciate that for a big guy. Has a boot cut, or semi boot cut, so it's kind of like in his shin right there. So yeah, that's kind of new for me. Well, that it being that far down, I'm used to it being kind of up a little bit higher, but whatever. Ankle pivot, upwards movement that far, and it points the toes down pretty far. Yeah, so pretty good amount of articulation for a bigger, well, bulkier figure. So he's gonna look pretty good once I get him all posed up on the shelf. I'm gonna try to find like a throne kind of deal I can use for Null, so I can kind of have these guys kind of like posed as like far as like taking a knee beside the throne, or like holding him up on their shoulders maybe. And now for the main event, Eddie Brock himself, everybody's favorite symbiote. Head moves up that far as the Eddie Brock head. Moves down pretty far. So I can almost touch his chin to his chest, if not for the tongue piece right here. All the way around movement. He has a butterfly joint at the shoulders. They can go back that far, so he can almost put his shoulders behind his back. Not bad. And of course they crunch forward a little bit, so he can hit that Mr. Olympia pose. Not bad. He has a bicep swivel right there, so you can move that all the way around. Double jointed elbow. Kind of stops a little bit past 90 degrees. Wrist rotation, up and down movement. So, not bad. These hands look very menacing. I like it. I like the claw deal. And he has a ab crunch. Goes back that far. Goes forward this far. So yeah, nice range of movement right there. Then he also has a waist cut right there. They stick out to the side that far, so not a split. But I don't think he needs to do one because he's Venom. Upper thigh cut. Nice. And double jointed knees. They can almost kind of touch the calves to the back of the thighs, but Not really, but still, with his legs being so big and beefy, it doesn't really look like he's folding them very far anyway. So, yeah. And then he has the ankle pivot, up and downward motion, that far, down that far. So all three of these figures can pretty much like do a ballerina pose almost, if you can get them to actually balance on their toes. So a good amount of articulation across the board for all three of these figures. And as far as details go, I'm definitely digging the paint schemes. White Spider's looking very clean, very nice on this figure. Don't see any paint splotches or bleeding or anything on this set, so very nice. So yeah, definitely feel like this is a quality setup. Very much appreciating this set. And for the price point of what I paid anyway when it was on sale, like $55 plus after shipping and taxes and whatnot, I think altogether, not a bad deal. If you guys can find it online for that much somewhere, or if somebody's selling it, go ahead and grab this set. Definitely worth the money, and definitely can add this to your symbiote collection. Overall, pretty good investment. So that's pretty much it for my review, guys. If you guys like the video, hit the like button, subscribe, comment, share with your friends, and I will be back, I believe, tomorrow with another video review. And I will keep these videos coming for you guys that like them and appreciate them. And thank you guys for stopping by. Later.